swing, swing, not today. Swing, swing. Hi, Mama.
This is kind of our homeschool station right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Like books, I need to reset my my bookcase. The kids were playing in here before, so I'm not bending down. There we go. I'm going to go through a lot of the toys here, and again, as I've gone through them multiple times, and I'm going to do it again, and we're going to get rid of some stuff so that we can put a lot of our books up on the shelf at a higher level that the older kids can reach and the younger kids cannot. Here we did these last year, these different 3D puzzles, and I put them away and we'll set them up and we'll do them again this year when we're doing those areas. And we got our world map, which we found at Walmart for dirt cheap, or Dollarama. I can't remember where we bought it from. This is my calendar. I made this calendar last year and didn't actually finish it and set it up until nearing the end of the year. This is actually from my son when he was in kindergarten. He got this home from school, and I kept a lot of the stuff and I put it up. I bought from Target. They had these things for different months and such. The one that I got though, for some reason it did not have January through July or through June. It had July through December though. So I have those. And then on the back side I just wrote, on the back side I just wrote the rest of the months. And then the days of the week. I need to change that. I haven't changed that yet. And then I made these cards. This is actually, if you can tell, these are the 9, these are for like hockey cards or baseball cards or whatever. And so I just took 2 sheets on top of each other here. So there's one sheet and there's another. And then another 2 sheets, and then I took the last one and I just sliced it down so there's a single, so that we have 7 across. And then I made my numbers. I actually have them all right up here as well. And I made little celebration ones as well. It just says celebrate on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of tucking behind my shelf here. So in all the different colors, I arranged it so that it would end up being like a rainbow, because colors are fun and we love colors. And I actually have for December, which I used in December last year. I made these. I can't remember where I found them now. There was a website that had these. I had to shrink them down because they were made for bigger size. But it's the Jesse tree, and it's got the scripture reading and a little Bible thing on there. And I'm going to use them again this year. I went and laminated them, and we'll use them with the calendar. The other thing that I have that I'm very proud of is I made this. This is actually supposed to be a CD holder, CD rack, or DVD rack, I think. Where the CDs would just, actually, yeah, CDs, they would just slip in here and sit. But instead I just took some fabric and I sewed a whole bunch of spots across so that it would work as a hanging folder. So essentially it's like empty fabric that I tucked in different spots, and I just had some stitching through, so I put the bar through it and attached them, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves for books. So the bottom books are for my youngest, and then this one here I have like some of our devotional books and stuff in there. They used to be an upper shelf, but I decided instead that I want to have 2 shelves for our library books. These are all our library books. Whenever the kids read a library book, when they're done, it goes back in the shelf so that we can remember where they are and we don't have to go searching for them. And then I keep the checklist that they give you, and I go through the whole checklist as I'm grabbing the books to see them, make sure that I have all of them in my bag before we head back to the library. That way I don't ever have the issue where we've not brought back a book and I don't realize it, because that's no fun. My daughter made this. It's not staying on the wall anymore, but yeah. So we have all of our books too, like, oh my goodness, books, lots of books. I just kind of went through them and tried putting them away again because the 2-year-old and the 4-year-old tend to just jam them in wherever. So now they're kind of in an order where we can find them. I have here for our days in school, in the morning I get my preschooler to find the number, the correct number, the next number, and then she puts it up on here, and it's got the hundreds and tens and ones. So it's nice because then the kids can always look up here, oh, it's this and this many days. They can go to the calendar and they can see what the day of the week is and everything. This has been great. I used my laminator for this. It was another printable. I don't remember where I got it from. If I find the link for it, I will link it up in the video down below, and then you'll be able to go and print them out. I recommend, if you're going to print them, don't do they have for the red, for the hundreds, they had all the numbers 0 through 9, and you don't need anything but the 0 and the 1. So I recommend just doing the 0 and the 1, and you doing the 9 or the 6 instead of doing both 9 and 6, because then you'll be able to use less lamination sheets. I made that mistake with mine. I printed them all out, and then afterwards it's like, oh, I don't need to do that, and it would have all fit on the lamination sheets otherwise. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys the binders that I did for my oldest two. My youngest is different. She doesn't have as much stuff in hers. What I have here is for my daughter, because she's older, I have it, it's like cursive, and then for my son it's like printed, just printing. So these are inside these plastic sheet covers. So we use dry erase markers, and then we can erase them, and we can redo every day, every morning. They can write in their stuff. You just put the day of the week in here, and then they have the spelling up top, which is great. It helps my son remember how to spell it. Then you write the date, the number, what is today's number, write it in, write the number word. And then we've got time, we've got money, we have our hundreds, tens, and ones again, and temperature. There's a bit on temperature. This is the tally marks. He has not finished his. He's missing 2 for August. But then at the end of each month, you write down how many days of school they did that month. And then here we get to see how his writing has progressed throughout the year of his name. The 100 days of school, they were really excited about this one last year. They loved it because they wanted to get to that star. They really loved doing the 100 days. We had a bunch of fun doing our 100th day of school. Then I have all the months I already printed out too, so they just need to write it in. He hasn't filled his in yet. And put in the weather for each day. And then at the end, we figure out which is the most common weather for August or September or whatever. And my thoughts are I would like to teach them graphing as well. Like this will show graphing. And I think that's fantastic. So this is my son's weekly checklists. I made these on my scrapbooking program. And he loves Minecraft, so I did Minecraft for him. I did Princess for my daughter. So we have a weekly checklist where he puts his name and the week, what week it is. And then he's going to have in here, we're going to mark down some of the things extra things that we're doing. And then we've got a bunch of our subjects. Some of these are probably going to end up changing. But we have our days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then I have the grade listed. So when he's working on stuff, like I will be able to grade him on the stuff that he's doing. Depending on, my grades for him are going to be based on his understanding and stuff, not so much like marking things. Some of the stuff, like the worksheets for math and whatever, we'll be able to like actually put in like a % if we really wanted to, but I'm not overly concerned about a grade number. These are the ones I'm more concerned with. We got some habits that we're wanting to work on. And I want him to be able to do these things on his own. So when he does these things, we're going to be checking them off on the chart. And then he's going to evaluate himself at the end of each week. Over here, this is for him evaluating himself on his attitude, his turning in schoolwork, initiative, using time, brotherly love, respect, and doing his best. And then I will also be able to mark what I think he did during the week. And we'll be able to see throughout the year. You know, some weeks will be better than others, I'm sure. But I saw this on somebody else's checklist on, I think it was on Pinterest. I don't remember. So I just kind of modeled mine after that. And then we have the following week. I only did 4 weeks worth here. And for now, that's I'm printing out 4 at a time. I actually have a whole bunch of different ones. I got some Mario. I got all sorts of stuff. With my daughter's, I'll just show you hers. Hers is just about the same as his. You can see she's actually been filling hers in. And then this is her. Hers is a princess because she loves peach. So, and then she has her stuff checked in as she does the classes. She checks them off. And she hasn't done these things here yet, but we're also on our first week, so we're still trying to get used to how this works. You can see she's actually been charting hers. She didn't chart today's, but today was also really busy, so yeah, she got the other ones in though, and that's good. And yeah, so we've got Peach and Daisy and Rosalina, and the kids were very excited when I showed those to them. Oh, and I'll show you this too. I have folders here. So this folder I will put in the stuff that they need to do, their worksheets, and they will place them back in here when they're done, and once they're graded, I will just slip them in the back here. So we have for math, and then this is for English. I made a very simple, printed these out for kind of like a questionnaire, first day of school type thing, first week of school. And then the writing, I have a whole bunch of loose leaf, so she can do all her writing on the loose leaf. As you can see, she's making the best use of her paper instead of doing a new sheet every day, and I don't mind that. I'm okay with that. And then over here we're going to have our science and our history. So this will be science here. I actually think I need to get more folders, because I would like to have a folder like this for each of them, because it's got the nice pockets in there to put any papers that I need them to do. And I want them to, what I want to do is I want to do the to do papers here, and then to be graded ones on this side, so that it makes it easier. I know which ones they've done, they know which ones they have to do for the week. I'll put all of the stuff each week in this side, and then at the end of the week, like, everything should be over here to be graded. But yeah, that's the basic overview of our binder system for now. It might change. So that's what I've been doing so far for our homeschool. I have a lot more stuff that I'm going to probably be reorganizing, and everything changes throughout the year. I don't necessarily keep everything exactly the same. We will follow the easy peasy all-in-one homeschool for the most part. And I have the Canadian curriculum on the bookshelf over there. I don't know if you saw that, for grades 1 through 4. So we will probably using that one as well. And then I like to supplement and add in things just on a whim, whatever we decide to do. I don't tend to just stick to one thing and that's it. I do that more so when I'm tired, or I have a feeling we'll be doing a lot of that when the baby comes, because it'll be easier. Especially Easy Peasy is easy to use for the kids. They can do a lot of it on their own. They don't need me to help them with a lot of the stuff. So that is all for me for my homeschooling. If you like this video, please click like. If you have any ideas to help me out, I would really love that, because yeah, it's my second year and we're still kind of, certain things are floundering around a little bit. But it's been doing very good. The kids really enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.